Hey guys, this is Rob with RK Titanium. Today we're going to take a look at our new signature exhaust system for the Toyota GR Corolla. Now, I get asked a lot of questions, what's the difference between the signature system and the track system? As you know, on all of the systems that we offer for every single vehicle out there, I typically will do a signature system and a track edition. The big difference between the two is the muffler. So on this system here, this is our signature, which uses our signature muffler, which helps reduce some of the sound but give it that unique RK look, fit, finish, and sound with the muffler. The track edition will remove this muffler and it uses our megaphone design rear tip section. So there's no muffler, you shed the weight, you're essentially running a straight pipe with the megaphone tip. So that's a big difference between the signature system and the track edition, which goes consistent on every single platform that we offer. Here are all the components that come with the GR Corolla setup for the single exit signature system. The components will be similar between this and the track edition. You have your front pipe, your center section diff pipe, and your rear piece, which will have either the signature muffler or the track rear piece. You have a hanger for the rear muffler, you've got two clamps, you have a replacement rear hanger bushing, and you've got an L bracket for remounting your valve motor to the back of the car. So you can maintain that plugged in so it won't trigger any CELs on the car. You can reuse your OEM bolts, or on some of the first few models we'll be sending out, we'll be sending replacement titanium fasteners with them. We also have the option of including the Veris rear bumper cutout blocks. So these will replace the openings on your rear bumper and block those off. So we've teamed up with them. Those will be an additional option that you can add on the website to go with your order as well. So we have a center, the opposite side, the passenger side block off piece. So what I'm going to do is go over each piece and kind of explain the quick rundown of the install. We'll bring the car in, throw it up on the lift, we'll do an install on it, and then we get to see what it sounds like. The GR Corolla system has some pretty unique benefits to it, especially over OEM and some of the other manufacturers out there. So those of you that are unfamiliar with RK Titanium, we're a USA company based here in Tacoma, Washington. Every single thing we do is handmade, hand cut, hand built, TIG welded, back purged right here in the USA. So every single piece, every single pie cut's hand cut, hand welded, pieced together, fitted, all done here in-house. Some of the unique aspects to this system is it's a three-piece system, which makes fitment, adjustment super easy to work with. The slip fits that we use for these, they're very easy to adjust and get just the exact fitment that you want on the system. The other benefits are it's a true 3-inch full system, all of CP grade titanium, so it maintains some of the highest quality titanium out there. Being since the entire system is made of titanium, it weighs right about 10.2 to 10.3 pounds. That includes the stainless hardware, clamps, everything. So that saves you quite a bit over the OEM system, which weighs in around 32 pounds. You're saving about 22 pounds overall just by changing out the exhaust system. When we go to the track edition, when we build the first one for that, we'll have an estimate for the weights on there, but I foresee those coming in total around 6 to 7 pounds complete. So it's even more of a savings, but obviously you've got the amplified volume behind it. This system as it sits, we'll get some decibel readings for you later, but the decibels on these, it is a little bit louder than stock, and you also don't have the valve system that you have on the OEM, so the ability to mute it when you want to mute it or not won't be available there. A future unit we will be offering will be a quad tip with a center valve, so you'll be able to maintain the valve usage with those. Alright, we got the car in, we got on the lift, we got the OEM exhaust removed. That's probably the hardest part of the whole project, is getting that OEM exhaust down. It's one big piece, it's about 32 pounds, so have a friend help you so you don't drop it on your head. If you have a lift, that is. If you're working on the floor, it's not as bad, but still, just be careful, it's one big piece. So the first thing we're going to do after we get it down is we're actually going to unbolt the OEM valve motor from the exhaust system, and we're going to attach the supplied L bracket with bolt and hardware to it, make it nice and snug. We're going to take this back up and we're going to remove one of the bolts next to the center hanger, and we're going to use that as a mount, and we're going to mount it back up, and it's going to hang right back up there. Plug it back in, out of sight, out of mind, remains functionality, won't trigger a check engine light. Alright, so the rear hanger that's going to hold up your muffler or your track pipe is going to be installed using the addition of an included, a little bit stiffer hanger grommet. So how this is going to work is it's going to be stacked in front of your OEM one. And the reason for this is the OEM hangers, they're really soft, they move a lot, wiggle a lot, and so what we've seen is it actually causes the rear of the exhaust to shake a lot inside the actual opening. So this is going to solve all those issues. You're still going to get a little bit of vibration, a little bit of movement, but far less than with just the OEM hanger. Here's how we're going to stack this thing in here. So your OEM one right here, we're going to actually push it back all the way, and we're going to just slide this one on right in front of it. So you slide that all the way on till it's flush, and then our exhaust is going to use this new one right here. So this will slide in a little bit further, so it'll pop through, and this is going to give us a lot more insulation, a lot less movement and vibration in the rear hanger. All right, so I got the exhaust up. I've got the front two bolts tightened on the mid pipe, and then I've got the other two sections hung in there. Everything's loose, sitting in. Now I'm going to do my adjustments. Typically what I'm going to do is I'll have these clamps hand tight here so that you can still rotate it, but it holds it. Then what I'll do is I have my rear muffler strap also loose. So I'm going to pull the exhaust up, and then I'm going to adjust and rotate this hanger until I get it, the fitment, just how I want it. So I'm looking for a nice space where it's not going to hit the bumper. You can adjust, you can rotate and slide this up and down the muffler. You can also slide it in and out slightly on this hanger back here. And then I will tighten this bolt to hold this muffler exactly where I want it. Once that's set, then I'll go and I'll adjust to make sure we have good clearance around the diff on the mid pipe there. And then I'll tighten those two clamps. After that's all done, I'll go back through, get everything a nice hard wiggle, tug, make sure we don't have any movement against the bumper or anything like that, or any of the other fitments are loose. Now again, on these T-bolts, don't ever use an impact. What I'll typically use is I'll use my little 1/4 inch to get them tight, and then I'll do the final couple spins using a 1/4 inch ratchet. But anything over than that, and you can snap them, but worse, what happens is typically you'll end up actually denting the pipe. And so if you pull it so tight where you dent the pipe, the problem after that is you won't make a good seal. You'll have issues, it'll slip out. It's a nightmare from there, and then you're emailing us to fix it. So always use hand tools where you can. Don't over tighten stuff. It is titanium, it can dent, so just be careful.